All right, welcome to this lesson on Don't Know Why by Nora Jones. Beautiful song, great chord progression. Actually, I think sounds pretty good on ukulele. It's mainly piano. There's some guitar in there, but it doesn't really, if you just mimic the guitar part, it might not sound too much like it. So we've tried to kind of emulate what the piano's doing. So we got about 10 chords in here. Some different stuff, some major sevens, some augmented chords, some 6 chords, different stuff in here. A little bit of strumming, a little bit of finger picking. There's basically 2 parts. There's a verse, and then there's kind of a bridge thing, okay? So let's just get right into it. We're going to start with this B major 7 chord. So that's 3, 2, 1, open. It's kind of a nice melancholy chord. So you're going to strum that down like with your thumb or your fingers, doesn't really matter. And then you're going to pick the C and the A string. Like that. And you can pick the A string with your second finger or your first finger, whatever finger works for you. And then we're going to go to a B7 chord. So we're going to just move our first finger up and bar the first fret of every string. Then we're going to put our pinky or your third finger, it's easier for me with the pinky, on the 4th fret of the E string. It's a B7 chord. After you strum it, lift your pinky and you're just going to pick up A string, E string, C string. So far we have one more time. Okay, then after that you have a quarter note rest. Okay, so we have, and then we have this little, it's a D sharp to a D augmented. So I'm kind of claw picking. So with my thumb on the C, my first finger and second finger on the E and A strings, and I'm on 3rd fret, 1st fret. That's our D sharp. And then I'm going to switch. You're just moving the notes on the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. So that's 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret. And that's our D augmented chord, which doesn't sound great by itself. Sounds kind of dissonant, but together in the song, in the flow of the chord progression, it sounds really good and nice and jazzy. Just like that. Then after that, let's see. Okay, so after you do that, you're going to pick C string and then the A and E strings together. Then you're going to go to a G minor 7, and that's open G, 2nd fret, 1st fret, 1st fret. So you're going to bar the 1st fret of the A and E string. Okay, so we have and then you're going to pick that too, just like you did on the D augmented chord. You're going to pick the G minor 7 chord the same way. So thumb and then 1st and 2nd fingers. Then we're going to go to a C dominant 7 chord, C7 chord. That's just 1st finger on the 1st fret of the A string. And again, you follow it up with thumb and first and second finger picks. So we have then we go to an F dominant 7, so that's 2, 3, 1, open A string. Okay. Now here in the intro, it's a little bit different than the rest of the tune, but the chord progression is pretty much the same. We're going to hang out on this F and do a little arpeggiated picking. And it's going to go, so you're going to strum the F7. Like that. So strum, then pick E string to C string. Then you're going to put your pinky down on the 3rd fret of the E string, pick E string, C string. Then you're going to pick A string, C string, and then you're going to put your first finger on the 1st fret of the A string. So it's all tabbed out for you there if you can't really see what my fingers are doing. Okay, so let's go over that whole intro. Okay, in real time. Then we're back into a verse, okay? So the regular verse is almost identical. We're going to do all the same stuff here. Now when you get to the F, you're going to strum the F and then play the C string and the A and E string together, just like you did on the other chords. And then we're going to go to a B flat. So that's 3, 2, bar the 1s on the E and A string. And you're going to pick, you're going to strum it and then do C, E and A string together, back to C. Okay, so that's going to repeat. First time through. Now the second time through. So what you saw on that second time through is just a little turnaround. Okay, so let me go back over that. So the second time through, this is verse 1, second time through. When you get to the B flat, you're going to strum it and then you're going to play 2 on the C string, 2 and then 3 on the G, 1 on the G. And then you're going to go back to that G minor 7. And play basically the same thing you do in the regular verse. To the C7, to the F7, B flat. Whoops. Okay, so it's just a little turnaround. So let me play that whole verse both times through nice and slow. Okay, so that gets you through, that's most of the tune there, okay? So that's your intro and your verse, your first verse. And then it's going to go into another verse 2, and it repeats twice without the turnaround, so it's the same both times. And that's going to lead us, excuse me, into the bridge, okay? So the bridge is G minor 7. And we're going to apply some arpeggiated picking. Let me check my tuning real quick. Okay, so we have our G minor 7. Okay, so I'm picking strum on the downbeat. Then I'm picking C, E string, C string, E string. I'm sorry. C string, E string, C string, A string, C string, E string, C string. Again, reference the tab if you need to. Then we're going to go to C7, same thing. Then we go to F7. This is a little bit different because we're going to have a tied 8th note. Okay, so that's kind of the first part. G minor 7, C7, F7. Because you stay on that for 2 bars, okay? Then it's going to go around again. G minor 7, C7. Then we have it ends like this. And then we're back into a verse. Okay, so that ending is F, just a regular old F major chord. Then you're going to put your 3rd finger down on the 3rd fret of the C string to make an F7. You're going to pluck that. I'm plucking with my thumb, 1st and 2nd fingers, the G, C, and E string. Now move that 3rd finger back. And then to a regular F again. And then we have a little lick going into the verse. So I'm picking the C string open, hammering down on the 2nd fret, and then picking the 1st fret on the E string. And then we're back into the verse, okay? So let me play that whole bridge for you. G minor 7. And then we're back into the verse. Now, if you're singing and you don't want to do all the arpeggiation, you can just strum it. And you just kind of play 8th notes. And then to here, so you have a couple options there. Okay, so after that, you got another regular verse, another bridge, another verse material with the solo. That's a little piano solo. And then you have one more verse at the end. Now the verse at the end has that turnaround like we talked before in the first verse. So let's go over that once. So it plays through twice, and then the turnaround I think happens 2 or 3 times. second pass. Here comes the turnaround. And it just ends on the B flat. So it's the same thing as we talked about in that first verse, the turnaround. It's just that the turnaround happens 2 or 3 times. I think it's 2. Again, it's all tabbed out for you. Please reference the tab if you're getting lost. And that's it. Great tune. I think it sounds really nice on ukulele. That's Don't Know Why by Nora Jones.